What's up, YouTube? Mr. Lamessy here, and today I'm going to be talking about my Project Diablo 2 Amazon. This is a Javazon that I've been playing through. I started out with one spec and switched a little bit over halfway through, and so I'll go ahead and talk about what I did to get here and where I am currently and kind of my gear and everything at that point. So, with that being said, let's jump on in. So first thing, she is level 97.5 currently. We're pushing for first 99. I started out with my spec going for the standard push towards Lightning Fury, right? Just the standard build that you have in vanilla. So I went with Power Strike, which actually was pretty good. And this is definitely a skill that could carry you through the starting. And then Charge Strike was also decent, though felt a little bit weaker, I will admit, at least at first. Okay, Lightning Bolt was garbage. It has really good damage for like cheesing declone with or something, but otherwise, it's just like that single target. It's just not great. The Poison Jav was decent. And then obviously like the 1 point here. So basically when I started out, I went in, I maxed up my Power Strike, I maxed up my Charge Strike, and then I went into maxing Lightning Fury. And it was okay. But like I said before, the Lightning Fury bolts felt like they really weren't doing as much damage. Obviously vanilla does way more damage. And so it just felt a little bit weaker. So what I ended up changing my spec into instead was Lightning Strike. And I think Lightning Fury is still probably pretty good, but Lightning Strike, I'm finding, is very strong, and one of the big things about it is that it does have you in melee range, though. So you need to be a little bit tankier if you're going to be running Lightning Strike, which is why I've kind of tanked up my character a little bit. So here is my current endgame build that I've been running since probably 80-something, around there. So I have max Lightning Strike, max Charge Strike, and max Power Strike. That gets me all the synergies right here. I have 1 point in all of the passives and maxed Valkyrie. And the reason is because I can get 3 Valkyries if I hit 30 points. You get 2 if you hit 20 points and 3 if you hit 30 points. So with my build, I hit exactly 30 points. So I get 3 Valkyries. And they're actually very strong and very tanky. So this once again adds that like tankiness that I kind of was going for. Beyond that, I've just got 1 point in Jav and Spear. And then I started maxing out Lightning Fury as well, because this does increase the damage of my Charge Strike when I max out Lightning Fury. So that's a little bit of boost. So basically I run Charge Strike on my left hand and I run Lightning Strike on my right click. And so whenever I'm at a single target monster, I usually go into Charge Strike. Whenever there's other monsters around, which is the majority of the time, I'm going to be using Lightning Strike. And so it's doing really good damage. And I'm really enjoying the build, and I feel like it's going very well. So let's take a look at some of my stats. So I have enough strength to wear gear. My dexterity, I've actually got a lot in. One, it's to wear gear because you need good dex to wear your javelins or my T-strokes. And then additionally, it's also increasing my block chance. So you can see I have a 68% chance to block, which is very nice and very helpful, once again, being on the front lines. Rest into vitality, and of course, none into energy. And for gear-wise, I am rocking +4 ETH T-strokes. This is because in Project Diablo 2, it doesn't consume quantity to throw javs or to stab with them. So I haven't corrupted these though, because there is a bug. So don't corrupt your ethereal javelins until he fixes the bug. But these are doing great damage, really good for stabby stab. And obviously, I prefer these a little bit over Titans, because generally Titans are better for the throw with the replenished quantity. And here, because you don't have to have a replenished quantity because you get unlimited quantity, this ends up being a little better. Plus, T-strokes are a little better in just stabbing combat anyways. So you get really good damage, you get some IES, you get the plus to skills, all that stuff. And of course the minus light res, which is really nice. I'm rocking a Griffins right now. It's not the best Griffins. I don't have a 5/5 jewel in there. There's just like a 3/4 or something. But the main reason I really love this is it has the increased max life 6%. So I'm looking to upgrade this Griffin's probably to a 2 open socket one at some point here, maybe with like a nice +1 all skills roll on it, or this same roll again, increase max life, because that's basically a jaw rune right there. So it's like I got a jaw rune in here on top of the facet. So I like that a lot. It's very nice. Additionally, I have a 3 to Amazon amulet. So it's 2 to Amazon skills and it corrupted 1 all skills. I also have a High Lords and a Cat's Eye that I was kind of bouncing between. I still might go for a 2 to all skills High Lords if I can get one of those. But for now, the 3 to all skills is giving a lot of damage. And in solo play, I would probably put the High Lords on. But in team play, I put this on because we have fanaticism in our team. I have a really nice shield that I just recently put some facets into. So this is corrupted with 1 all skills, puzzle box to 2 open sockets, and then has 10 -10 on it, of course. And so this is very, very nice. Plus, it gives me some PDR. I wish it was a higher PDR, but the other stats really make up for where it's at. So, really loving this. And then that, of course, like I said, I'm going for big block and big PDR, trying to be a tank at the front lines. I'm currently rocking some not great water walks. They are perfect life, but I rolled ED on these, and I just haven't found like a really good roll on water walks yet. So I'm waiting on that. I'm using a BK ring with vitality just to get more life and more life along with the skill. Might eventually want to get like a +1 skill on top of this. I've corrupted increased chance of blocking on these, which is actually pretty good for me because I do want good blocking. However, it's a 10-10. 8, so it's not like the greatest T-Gods. This is also probably something I need to upgrade, but it adds to my lightning strike damage, which is really nice. And of course, T-Gods is just very good with increasing also +1 lightning skills, right? And then I have a Ravenfrost that is corrupted with +6 to all attributes on it. So I'm really liking that because more strength, more vitality, more dexterity, all of that stuff really helps me out. And then there's my Cannot Be Frozen right there. I have 3 20s currently on. And I corrupted light res. I'd love to get a better corruption here, but this is what we have right now. So probably going to look for getting like 3 30s or something like that. And I'd also be down for maybe getting like an IAS corruption here or something. And then I have a Chain of Honors, which is just very standard, but you get your strength, you get your skills, you get your res, you get your PDR. It's just a solid armor and just, pretty much best in slot that I can think of here. For charms, they're all just lifers with Jab and Spear, except I do have a hit recovery one just for a little bit of hit recovery. And then I've got lifers and life resers over here on these just to get me to max res and add more life. I've got a perfect torch that costs an arm and a leg, but obviously great res and great vitality. And then I have an Annie with good vitality, a little bit low on the res, but 10% experience gain. And on the push 99, that's what I want. So that is the current build that I'm running for skills and stats and items and all of that. It does very solid. For a mercenary, I would have Infinity, but it's on my teammate's character. So once again, we're running mostly as a team. Otherwise, I'd run Infinity. I'd run Fortitude. I have an Andes with 17 all res corruption on it. I'd probably run those. I've got Gore Riders and some Soul Drainers and just a Nosferatu. So it's a pretty whatever setup there, but just kind of some life. Oh, and then a Guardian Angel. Just some stuff to kind of keep them alive and have them hitting some things. But there's definitely more that could be done on my mercenary right now. So that is all that I have on this character. I hope that helps. I hope that gives you some ideas for maybe how you want to skill your Javazon. And so really I'd say Lightning Strike or Lightning Fury. Either one seems really good. I'm enjoying Lightning Strike though right now. And I've got really big life, and after Bow and Oak Sage and stuff, I tank up pretty well. So it makes me a good frontline tanker, and then I've got my Valks as well. So with that being said, thanks for watching, YouTube. Peace.